Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we're doing a quick installment of Hot and Cold. We're talking about the best and worst music to have been released over the past week. Here we'll be specifically talking about the music that was released between February 3rd and February 9th, 2019. Pretty slow week in terms of how singles go, but let's just jump into it. On the hot list, the best tracks I've heard over the past week includes a nice cover of the Turtles' Happy Together. This one was put out by Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance featuring Toro. No, this isn't a Weezer cover, and I enjoy this one a lot more than the one that is on the Teal album. I just feel like there's a lot more brought to the table with originality. The vocals come off as a little rough around the edges. The guitars are also very jangly. It still doesn't change the mood or the feeling to the song. It's still very happy. It doesn't change the structure at all, but I just feel like it's more than just a carbon copy. Moving on from there, the Heavy are making their return with a new album, which is scheduled to drop on May 17th. The lead single came out last week. It's called Heavy for You, and if you couldn't tell, they're being so creative with the title. I mean, it's not on the same level with Black Sabbath with their song Black Sabbath on their album Black Sabbath, but hey, Heavy for You is a very loud and rock-centric kind of track. Deservingly so. The riff and the groove are very in your face. The horns also add a nice touch to the song. This all goes along very well with the shouted vocals that kind of round out the track to be a nice one to sing along to. Next up, Moonlight by Said the Whale. I just did a full-length review of their new album. This song is on it. Go check it out along with the review if you haven't already done so. This one here, Moonlight, though, is currently my favorite track off this project. Such a catchy and emotional chorus. It almost breaks me down to tears. It's very serene, and it's a great indie track. Ariana Grande has also dropped a new album, Thank You Next. I did a full-length review of that album too, so if you're looking to see my in-depth thoughts on each of the individual songs, feel free to check that out. But the one that's got everyone raving and buzzing on the internet right now is called Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored. And you know what? I dig it. It's been kind of rolled out like it's a single. It's gotten the music video treatment, which is pretty much what a single is nowadays. The diva attitude on this song is tolerable, although the message is a little blurred. It's hard to tell if she wants to be with the boyfriend in the song or if she just wants to be with herself. As we know, Ariana has been on quite the self-love trip lately. It makes sense. The song is catchy either way despite the ambiguity. Another hot track is called Karma by Lucky Daye. That is Daye spelled with an E on the end. God, it must get annoying to tell people how to spell your last name. A lot of people still mess up my last name. Tangent aside, I do love the R&B feel to the song. The beat is well produced. It's got the trap hi-hat treatment. A lot of low-end bass, but the most captivating part of the song that just has me coming back to it is the ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba kind of production. Lyrically, there's nothing special or spectacular about it, but it's still an enjoyable tune. Next up on the hot list, I'm probably going to get a little bit of hate for it just because it's so corny, but Super Cool by Beck featuring Robyn and The Lonely Island. Yes, Andy Samberg is on here and it's hilarious. I'm kind of surprised with the collaboration we're getting with him, to be honest. By the way, this is for the Lego Movie 2, the sequel. But hey, I'm kind of surprised with how much I like this song. The production is very generic, the hook is very simple, and I haven't really liked much of what Beck has been putting out in recent years. The song is kind of defying all the things that usually makes me dislike a movie soundtrack. But hey, I can still recommend it for being fun and snappy. It's pretty entertaining. And I swear, I'm not a Lego fanboy. I thought that was bad, but I think this next song won't really prove my music taste either. It's by Migos. Usually I don't like their music at all. This one's called Position to Win. But this one's got a different feeling to it compared to the average Migos song. Yes, the ad-libbed Migos outbursts are still there, and yes, I still dislike them. But you know what? The beat is very energetic, kind of grimy in a way, and I like it. And the flow from Takeoff, I didn't think I would ever be complimenting him, but he really steals the show here. Now onto the middle-of-the-road tracks. These are not the best, nor the worst. They're okay. You might like them a bit more than I do, but that disclaimer kind of goes for any song I talk about on the channel. First up here, we have the Chainsmokers featuring 5 Seconds of Summers. This one is called Who Do You Love? The appealing parts go to the chorus and the acoustic guitar. Pretty much any part that doesn't have the Chainsmokers involved. But as far as Chainsmokers songs go, this one is actually a good one, I would say. Not that I'm really a big fan to begin with. Also, a random side note, but the vocal delivery in the bridge sounds a lot like what Post Malone does on his song 92 Explorer. Moving on from there, Khalid has a new song out. It's called Talk. Wasn't really a big fan of his Sun City EP that he put out last year. He's got a great voice, he's got that going for him, but he's got nothing really behind that in terms of the production or his beats. Nothing that really grabs me by the shirt and makes me listen in a bit closer. His beats just end up being very forgettable, and I would actually recommend checking out the Lucky Day song I was talking about earlier in this video. I mean, the vocals on this track here by Khalid are more interesting and kind of unique. So if you can't live without Khalid, yes, check it out, but you're not really missing much if you don't hear this. Next up, Lost by Dermot Kennedy. He's an Irish singer-songwriter. He's got the obvious Irish dialect. The track is alright, nothing special going for it. Yeah, that's really all I got for it. The cold tracks this week, also a very short list. This one includes We Talk All the Time by The Japanese House. Talked about a couple of their songs on this channel before. Nothing sticks out to me, but they kind of got a cool electro indie vibe to them, so that's why I've been checking them out. Although this new single sounds like them on autopilot, there's nothing interesting with the melody, nor the harmony, and the lyrics are just grabbing at something super serious with a lost relationship, and I really couldn't be bothered to care about it. The worst song of the week, though, goes to the Pet Shop Boys, which is kind of unfortunate based on their catalog that they've had a lot of praise for. Their new song On Social Media is painfully generic, not only in the sound, but the lyrics are just a slap across the face for anyone that uses social media. I know I personally dislike social media, but there's an essence to criticizing it, and this song just comes off like a bunch of grandpas complaining about it. We'll leave it at that. Sound off down below in the comments, leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town, and give me any music suggestions. I'm always on the hunt for new music. Have a rockin' day.